Hey everyone, welcome back to another reading. We are doing a yes or no pick a card reading, so go ahead and think about the question that you're wanting a yes or no answer to. We're going to go ahead and get your answer and then read the cards as to why you may have gotten the answer you got, any energies that are blocking things, etc. We'll kind of see as we go. So if you're not familiar with how pick a card readings work, we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3 over here. Go ahead and pick whichever card pile that you're feeling drawn to. There will be timestamps down below in the description. You can go ahead and fast forward to that. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. I appreciate you guys' support. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hi, pile 1. This is your reading, so let's jump right in and see what the answer to your yes or no question is. Okay, so this is getting some kind of conflicting energy. So I'm getting a yes and then a no and then a yes and then a no. So either this is a situation where you don't really know what outcome you want, or the outcome can be very varied. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull another card so we can get a clear answer. And that's the reason that I do pull 4 cards, is because sometimes everything isn't as simple and as black and white. So let's see, Spirit, can we get a clarifier of whether this should be a yes or a no? But still take that first message that this is still conflicting energy no matter what. Okay, so your overall energy here is a no. And I feel like that's when this type of pull usually comes up, okay? So we have the Page of Pentacles here. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. I'll turn it around so you guys can see. So we have the 10 of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. We have the 7 of Swords, and I don't read in reverse, at least not right now. Not for these general readings. I'll read in reverse for, myself or close family or friends, but there's so much energy coming through with these general readings that I don't like to read in reverse. It's too much. And the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so back to this kind of conflicting energy. It's like you guys kind of start to move forward with this decision, and then you kind of stop, and then you kind of start, and then you kind of stop, and then you kind of start again. And I think that's why that heavier energy of a no is coming through. Just with these 2 page energies here, I think that this might be in relation to something newer to you guys, whether it's a newer relationship, new career, new move, new decision, it's something that you guys have dealt with before, meaning like it's not your first rodeo, but it's still pretty new for you. So maybe it's like if this is a career situation, maybe this is a whole new career move. Okay. In terms of kind of what's keeping this energy kind of stuck is I'm getting like a kind of maybe caught up in your head type of thing. And maybe not enough action is being taken. I'm getting a heavy like, hey, you need to kind of take some action to get this kind of moving. And I think there's some worry of judgment here. With the 7 of Swords, something in your mind is like you're not trusting something about the situation. Let's kind of get some clarity on that, Spirit. Can we get some clarity on this 7 of Swords energy here? Oh, that wanted to fly right out. Got a couple of cards here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles in the World. Okay, yeah. So this is something that it's just, you don't know what to do, I think, because this is a newer situation for you. It's a huge situation for you guys. It's a big deal, and it's, once you kind of move forward into this decision that you're making, or that you're trying to figure out, once you kind of either accept the no, or you make changes to turn it into a yes, if that's what you want to do. This is kind of a collapse of everything that you have known. This is the old life being washed out, the old situation, the old thing, and everything coming up is going to be new, which is probably why that Page of Pentacles is coming up, and the Page of Cups. So, oh, and we have the Knight of Pentacles too, which is, a really kind of slow moving energy. Yeah, kind of like what I was saying before. Spirit is like, for whatever reason, somebody out there needs to hear, like, get off your ass and start making some moves. That's the biggest thing. In terms of, I get a lot of people sometimes will ask, like, well, how quick? When can I expect this to happen? I don't deal in particular time frames, unless I'm getting something very, very heavy. But this is a slower moving energy until literally you kind of get up off of your ass, and then it kind of moves a little bit faster. So hopefully that'll make some sense to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull some energy oracle cards around this, Spirit. What other messages do we have for those who chose pile number 1? I mean, I don't think that this is, even if this is like a shit, man, you really didn't want to hear a no. There's really something in here about, like, Spirit keeps telling me, like, get out of your head, get out of your head. Like, why are you in your head? Why are you in the dark? Like, I don't know if you're, like, literally in the dark, or if you're not, like, kind of going out and seeing the light. I don't know what that's about, but you guys will know. But things are changing. And that's probably, that might be why you're here and, looking for guidance and for more information. Okay, so we have the World here again that popped out. Okay, that's interesting. So this is, yeah, let's touch on this for a second, because this is some heavy energy coming out twice. So the World card, it signifies the end of things. If this is something for you guys in terms of distance travel, this is your sign. This might relate to, like, oh, should I take this job overseas? Or, if this is your long distance relationship, take that sign for what it is. For those of you who aren't resonating with that, this World, and it could be both. You could resonate with both. This World is really kind of the end of things as you know them. It's the end of the cycle. In the tarot, it's the end of, the fool's journey, and it's the end of that time, and then you go back to being the fool and in a brand new type of thing. So this, for some of you, some things may feel like they're collapsing right now. That's okay. Things are meant to be cyclical. They don't last forever. I'm not getting any, like, hey, be careful, be, this, be that. I don't get any, like, creepy bad energy. So we have the Magician and the Mirror, and then the woman holding a heart. So for those two, I think it's just, kind of taking a step, making sure that you're wanting to do or be a part of, whatever situation this is. And if you do, to create it. For those of you who aren't resonating with that, the other message that's coming through is, in order to kind of be in this energy of the Magician and the Mirror, again, there's just some action that has to be taken. And whether that's literally, kind of looking into yourself or remembering something about self-love. For those of you who've been seeing 44 or 444 a lot lately, take that as a sign that your angels and your spirit guides are with you. This is your sign. This is your message. For those of you who this was involving a love interest or love situation, or just anything love related, I do like to pull love cards as well. That way this, touches everybody who pulled in. And if it's not, this is, if you're not in a relationship, not looking, don't care about this, there might be a message here for you too. So let's just take a look. Spirit, what messages do we have for those who chose pile number 1? Spirit, what messages do we have for those who chose pile number 1? I'm going to go ahead and just cut the deck here. I've got kind of a weird setup, you guys. Sorry, I'm waiting for, like, my overhead camera to come in. I finally got a new camera. I was using my computer camera forever and it had terrible quality. Spirit, what messages do we have for those who chose pile number 1? Come on. Okay. Let's do this, and Spirit's telling me to look at the bottom of the deck. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Okay, so that's pretty clear. There's some negative energy or some situation with somebody else being involved here. It doesn't literally have to mean that this is like a cheating situation, but this is like, hey, watch this snake-like energy. If you think of like a snake when it's in the grass and it's slithering and then it can strike really quick, you don't know it's there. Also, snakes shed their skin a lot. So beware of people who, you know, can kind of be like two-faced, who are one person when they're with somebody and then another person when they're with somebody else. We have soulmates, so soulmate connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. So this might be, okay, that's much better. So this might be in regards to those of you who have a soul tie with somebody, some type of like, I just got cut the cord. I don't know why that came through. So for some of you who've been wondering, like, do I need to let this situation go? Yeah, Spirit's saying cut the cord. And then clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, and then progress. So kind of like what I was saying before, just this is a real like cyclical thing for whatever reason for you guys. It's an overall no right now, but keep in mind the energy keeps shifting with this situation, okay? I'm going to pull some cards. Just we get some or some messages. Sorry, it took me forever to pick those up. Maybe if I can shuffle, I guess I can get this entire deck out of the way. We'll leave the snake there though. Okay, let's get some positive messages to end out this reading. Anything that pile number 1 needs to know or that they can do regarding this situation. Spirit, what messages does pile number 1 need to hear? Guys, I'm not getting like a negative energy from this. So for some of you who this is like the end of the world, this is a big deal type of situation, I'm really not getting any like, oh my God, this is like your world's gonna fall apart kind of thing, which is silly because that's kind of what the world is indicative of. But yeah, things are gonna be all right. I guess that's what I'm saying. Okay. So we got that snake wants to pop up. See what I was saying? Those people sneak up on you. Okay, so we got birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Okay, so for some of you to shake up this energy or to switch it around or to move it how you want, right? Because tarot isn't about like, oh, this is set in stone. This is reading the energy now so you can stay in this energy or you can shift it the hell up so that you can get what you want, right? So birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So focus on what you want, okay? Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you want and kind of put your energy into that. And then take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill, okay? So, oh, that's a good card in terms of like, man, like I have really been running and just going and not enjoying life. And I'm really like personally relating to this one right now. And my biggest, I think, message that's coming through in terms of that is like, are you just doing things to get them done? Like, are you really living? Like, that's okay. I think it's really easy to get caught up in like just doing things to get them done. But you want to make sure that you're still living, you know, like, why are you washing the dishes so freaking fast? Like, just chill, let there be a minute, like you're just doing things to get them done. Okay, so have that balance there. I don't think I need to explain anymore. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. If you guys like this, please subscribe. I do appreciate your subscriptions. I do a ton of timeless content, a lot of yes or no readings, some other readings as well. And then like, comment, let me know what you do like, you don't like. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, I do those on a donation basis only. My email is listed in the box below. Otherwise, peace, love, and and light, and we will see you another time. All right, hello, pile number 2. This is your reading. Let's jump right in and get the answer to your yes or no question, and then we are going to read the energy around the cards. Okay. So this is another one. We had another pile similar to this. So right now we're leaning into a yes type of energy. The situation is going to turn into a no, or you're going to say, oh, hey, here's my yes. And then later on after this reading, you're going to be like, no, I don't really think so. And then you're ultimately going to choose yes. So I am leaning more towards a yes energy on this, but I do just want to clarify with Spirit. So Spirit, let's get a definite yes or no. Spirit, is this? Okay, yep, there's our yes, which I figured. Okay. All right, so, whoops, let's take a look at the cards that you got here. Okay, so we've got the Two of Wands. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. We've got the Tower. We've got the Star. And at the end, we had the World. Okay, so whatever this situation is, this is a big deal for you guys, especially with this Tower and the Star and the World. So the Tower is this, like, you have been in a situation, you've been dealing with this situation, you've been wondering about a situation, you've been going through it, whether this is related to this question or not, but things are kind of crumbling apart. They're either going to crumble apart, or they already have crumbled apart, or something regarding this situation is going to crumble apart. That's okay. Literally right after that, you have the Star. So, and not only just the Star, but the World. So what this is telling me is like, hey, your world is going to kind of crumble with this situation, and take that with a grain of salt. Like if you're asking whether you should buy the red car at the dealership or not, don't take like, oh my God, your world's going to fall apart after you buy this car. It just means that things as you knew them before are kind of dissolving and going away. Okay. And this kind of transition that you're going through right now, it's going to happen very quickly. I'm getting a lot of quick energy with this. I don't deal with specific time frames, but I am getting a very fast energy with this. I'm getting a really beautiful, like, vibrant, loving, family type of energy around this. Yeah, there's some, even with this Two of Wands, there's something that you guys are, you're kind of observing. Should I do this? The outcome that you want is like, this loving, familial kind of community, abundant type of energy. And I think that, yes, that's going to be in your cards, literally. Yeah, really, really beautiful energy so far. I'm going to pull some energy cards on this just so we can get some more clarity. There really is a lot of like I know the Empress isn't here. Excuse me. But I am getting like a lot of really beautiful, like abundant, fertile type of energy with this pull. Especially with the Star. And this Star too, I had this pop out earlier in another reading, and it was like hey, don't forget to kind of look up towards the Star. Like this is like, the Star of Bethlehem and the 3 wise men, and they followed this star. So that's that type of thing, whether, you lean towards that religion or not. It's a kind of look up. Ask your spirit guides, ask your angels, your ancestors, whatever you believe in, and just trust like the universe has a divine timing, divine process. But yeah, This is a really beautiful yes for you guys. And I think that this is going to be like, it's going to be a good thing for you. Okay. All I'm getting out of this energy deck is this victory card. So there's your sign. We've got a lot of yellows in here too. For those of you who resonate, you know, with particular colors, yellow is a really good, vibrant, loving sun type of energy. For those of you, I always like to pull love cards. So for those of you who this is related to like a love situation, let's go ahead and pull on that. Otherwise it might not be, you know, the cards that come out might not be like regarding a specific romantic love or even any other person, like a friendship or anything. It might just be, you know, a card that comes out for yourself. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Spirit, what do we have for those who chose pile number 2? What messages do we have? Okay, we just got one that wanted to come out here. So we have talking. Interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hoovering. Okay, so this hoovering concerns me. Okay, so if this, for those of you who this is a love situation, I'm going to heed this with warning, okay? So if you are dealing with somebody, and you may not know what a narcissist is, but if you are dealing with somebody who seems to, like, you look into their eyes and they're the, you know, they just seem to match your soul, and it seems like they're, you know, this mirror image, and they're just everything you wanted, and then, you know, their energy changes, or they're, you know, they discard you, and then they type of thing, and you're waiting to hear back from them. This is a narcissist, okay? And if, let's say, for example, your question was, am I going to hear from this person? Yes. But this is your sign. If you don't know what a narcissist is, go ahead and look that up. Yeah, that was the biggest message that I needed to get out of that. So there's somebody out there that needs to hear that. Otherwise, everything else on that card is pretty self-explanatory. Spirit, what other messages do we have for those who chose pile number 2? There is something in here in this energy about like looking kind of upwards and forwards. And that just popped out, kind of like, hey, make sure that you're checking in with, like a lot of times I'll get like, oh, check in with your gut, make sure, like this is no, like this is like check in with your, I keep getting like your guides, your spirit guides, your mentors, you know, they can be in the 3D realm, they could be in another realm, whatever. Check in with that, because that's going to kind of help you with this situation if you need any other help. Spirit, what other messages do we have for those who chose pile number 2? We're going to check the bottom of the deck too. Okay, so take a break. This energy is really heavy, okay? This energy has been coming through heavily. This take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. So even if this is a good situation, this card usually pops up when somebody needs to hear like, hey, it's good to keep moving, keep going, keep pursuing the situation, whatever it is, as that resonates for you. But take a, like, be in the present moment, be mindful. Don't just run and just do and be on autopilot. Like, be present. And I gave the example earlier, like, if you're washing the dishes, like, why are you washing the dishes in such a hurry? You know what I mean? Like, there's always something to get done. Like, just enjoy it for a second. Like, obviously that can't be the case all the time. Like, if you have to do something, you know, quickly at work or whatever the situation may be, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Guys, what was I saying before about facing forward? Right before I pulled these, this star, it's facing forward. You have this world who's looking upwards. you're facing your true north. Like this is the North Star. Come on. And then with this Two of Wands, why I was getting that energy before too, is it's like she's looking forward, she's figuring out what to do, but she's slaying things. It's like kind of in the beginning of the process, but things are getting moving. And when you're facing your true north, that's when you're going to get to this Ten of Pentacles kind of abundant, fertile type of energy. It is impossible to pick anything up with these nails on. Okay. Now that these are a nice jumbled little mess. And then we have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. So again, just going back and reaffirming, like, look at your spirit guides, get in touch with, you know, the earth, get in touch with your chakras, get your chakras aligned, get grounded in the earth so that you can connect to the universe. Yeah, really beautiful energy, you guys. Best of luck to you. I'm going to go ahead and read this. Leave this reading here. If you like this, please subscribe. I do appreciate your subscriptions. Like, comment if you liked anything on this video, or if you have specific questions, have suggestions for other videos. I do a ton of timeless yes or no questions. We'll do other readings as well. Otherwise, peace, love, and light, and I will see you all another day. Hey everyone, if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and jump right in, get the answer to your question. Okay, this is a no. This is a flat out no. And let's take a look at the energy that we have surrounding this. So we have the Six of Wands, we have the Six of Cups. Here, I'll hold these up so you can see them a little better. We have the Five of Wands and the Lovers. So for those of you who this is like a love situation, this is like a clear cut no. For those of you who this isn't involving a love interest, a love situation, this Lovers card is going to be indicative of some sort of decision that you need to make, or that you're facing, or some sort of like you have to pick a path to go down. Okay. And even with this Five of Wands and Six of Wands, I'm getting like I'm going to move these around a little bit. Guys, we've got a lot of 5 and 6 energy here, or a lot of 6 energy, excuse me. So yeah, it's like, I think you guys are battling some sort of situation right now. You're going to come out on top, okay? Because the Six of Wands is coming up, you know, and the Six of Cups. This is like kind of like, okay, after this time of battle and this time of like quick moving energy, I think this is going to be something that happens really quickly for you guys. It's like, okay, like, all right, things worked out. They worked out okay. So you guys just have to make the decision on what you want to do. And if this helps you make that decision, that's great. You know, this is your no. Or if this just says, well, hey, like, this is telling me, like, confirming, like, okay, yeah, I need to make this decision. Like, you know, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and pull some energy cards. Let's do, actually, I just got, Spirit was like, no, send him some angel messages. So, okay. This angel message deck is like freaking strong. So yeah, there's some sort of conflict you guys are having within. And I feel like just with the energy that has come up here, it's like, yeah, you guys have been fighting this battle for a minute. And yeah, you guys are kind of like reaching up and trying to like be either done with the situation or just get a freaking answer already. But you know, you're gonna get there. You're either gonna come to this conclusion and fairly quickly, or take the no for what it is. I know sometimes you get messages that you don't want to hear, so. And again, this is reading your current energy, the current energy around your situation. Nothing is set in stone. So if you don't like the no answer that you got, then this is your sign to, or excuse me, this is your, your ability to be able to know that, so you can, manipulate the energy around you or change things up. Come on, Spirit, let's get something out of here. Whoops. Okay, it's like, okay. Let me give you 10 then. Okay. Oops, I'm bumping my camera over here. Let me move it back. Sometimes, guys, I'll get some of these messages and it's like, it's such a different energy than I'm used to because this, this obviously is a collective reading, that some of these messages are kind of hard to decipher because so many things are coming through, and I'm not going to lie, this one is a little bit harder for me to decipher. So let's see, just in terms of like, it's such a different energy from what I'm used to. Like this, like I can't relate it to anything. A lot of times messages will come through and I can relate it to my own life. This I can't. Okay, so we have your spirit guides here. Trust the universe. And forgiveness and understanding. Okay, so for some of you, this is, hey, you need to, kind of trust in the process. And there's this could even be forgiveness and understanding for yourself. Like forgive yourself for a situation, try to give understanding to yourself. A lot of you, I'm getting that this is with somebody else. So there's some sort of, there may be some sort of conflict that you're having or you've had with somebody else, or if this reminded you of somebody that Spirit's saying, hey, you need to kind of take a look at this situation, even if it has nothing to do with this. Okay, nothing to do with this, this poll, your question, anything. We are gonna go ahead, let's pull some love oracle cards. Whoops, everything is falling out. Guys, I'm not used to nails like this. Okay, Spirit, what other messages do we have for those who chose pile number 3? Okay, so we have coffee cup and Cupid's arrow. So meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So immediately when I pulled this out, guys, this kind of reminded me of a friend that I have who we are not on like the same page right now. And not in a bad way. It's just that there's kind of been something that has gone adrift. Point being, like, I think that this has to do, especially with this coffee cup coming out, especially with the savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. I think it's like finding some kind of common ground. So if you have a friendship or a relationship where it's like you guys have kind of drifted apart lately, this might be something that you need to focus on right now. And then we have Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, and then hesitation. Okay. So this too, I'm getting like a, if this is, you were looking for some type of love information in this reading, this is coming. I am getting a slower energy with this though. Okay. It's a tiny bit slower, but it is coming. And I don't deal in specific time frames. There are some tarot readers who will, I do not. I could tell you if it's quicker or slower, but nothing is set in stone. So Spirit, what other messages do we have for those who chose pile number 3? Spirit, what messages do we have for those who chose pile number 3? I'm going to kind of cut this deck because this is it's a big deck. Sometimes it's kind of hard to pull cards out of. Guys, and I'm getting like kind of how I was saying earlier, like sometimes, like I'm not going to lie, this is a little bit tougher energy to meet. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. For me to read, it's because this is kind of like a jumbled mess. So if that resonates with you, like if your mind is a jumbled mess or like your living situation is a jumbled mess, either literally or figuratively, something like there's just a lot going on here. There's a lot. Okay, storm warning. Yeah, so something's not right. Let's ask Tarot about the storm warning card. kind of just what I was saying. Like everything, like think of the damage and destruction a tornado does. Like everything is just all over the place. And I think that might be like your sign, like, hey, take this information, take this situation for what it is, for the information that you're getting. Okay, and I got 2 cards that popped out in the bottom here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man and the World. Okay, this World energy is coming out really, really heavy today. It's come out in every reading. So this is a very, like, I think pertaining to this reading, this whole messy energy cycle needs to change because we have the Hanged Man that came before it. So it's kind of like things are just setting, just kind of complacent, like you don't really know what to do, so you're just kind of hanging out. And you know, as you're hanging out and kind of sitting here, you're going to see things from a different perspective, and very quickly that's going to transform this situation for you, whatever, you know, the specifics of that situation is. Spirit, can we get some more messages for those who chose pile number 3? Spirit, can we get another message for those who chose pile number 3? Okay. We have Warrior Woman, Boundaries, and Pillar of Light. Okay, so this Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Okay, so this is like, hey, don't forget. A lot of the cards that come out in this deck are like, don't forget who you really are. Okay, like you are source energy. We have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So this might be in regards to this situation with this person or this decision that you need to make. Like maybe you need to really sit down and kind of think like, well, what are my boundaries with this situation? What do I want? What don't I want? And how can I clearly set that? And so that it's respected. And 2, we have this Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? And I'm not getting like a real generic, like, have you answered your deepest calling type of message behind that. I'm getting like you're kind of almost hiding behind something, hiding behind some type of situation. And it might be like the jumbledness of all of this. That you're hiding behind, like, oh, you don't, like, oh, I don't have time to do this, or I don't have this, I don't have that. But you're the one that needs to kind of step out of this energy. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and leave the reading here. If you guys like this, please subscribe. I do appreciate your subscriptions. I do post a ton of timeless content with yes or no questions, and then other readings as well. Like, comment, let me know what you guys want to see. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do those on a donation basis only. My email is listed in the description box below, so you can email me there regarding that or with any questions you have. I don't mind. Otherwise, peace, love, and light, and I will see you all another time.